Hello and welcome to the gojenn podcast. I'm your hostess, Jen. You can call me Jen or Jennifer or gojenn or hey you. That works fine. I'll answer to those and a couple others. But anyway, Graham, Grammy, Mama. So anyway, we all have names that we go by, don't we? And that's a good thing. The good ones anyway. Yay! Do you notice anything different? I got my summer cut. Boy, was the floor full of hair after my hairdresser finished cutting my hair this week. But boy, did it feel good. And she took the razor to the back of it and just took it down. Oh, so much better. So how y'all doing? Today is Sunday, June 4th. It is a beautiful day here in Southern Virginia. Let me see. Yesterday, in our city, which I live in a small city. It's a real mix between a rural city, because you know what's going on with everybody else around you. Let me tell you. We know our neighbors, but not well. It's just a small kind of place. My son-in-law, my older daughter's husband, is on our city council, and he has been really pushing for us to get a food truck rally, just as something to bring the community together to have us, come out in a good way. And so that was yesterday, and I'll put some pictures at the end of the video so you can see. It was wonderful. My mom and dad came over and we went together, and we had Greek, because I got a cheesesteak from the Greek truck. My dad got dumplings from a dumpling truck. They were Asian. I'm not sure, Chinese or Japanese. I don't know. My mom got a southern delicacy called crack and cheese. It is macaroni and cheese, like homemade macaroni and cheese, then with barbecue turkey on top of the crack and cheese. So she enjoyed it. But she said the barbecue sauce was a little sweet for her because she likes a more tangy vinegar sauce. So, and then my daughter got, my daughter and my grandson got nachos, an enormous pile of nachos, and some barbecue chicken wings to share. And then there were donuts. There was just a porterhouse burger truck. I wanted to try that, but I was afraid my stomach would not know what to do with it, so I stayed away. But boy, did everything look good and smell good. So I think it was a wonderful success. I truly hope my son-in-law was really happy with the turnout, because there was a ton of people there and lots of fun. Okay. That was that. Let's see, what else have I done since last week? Oh, my goodness. Last week and going into this week, so the 1st of June, I had to have my bullet journal set up. And I waffled, and I went back, and I went forth, and I said, I'm going to do it this way. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it this way. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it this way. Ugh. So I'm going to do a separate little video today, probably, or maybe tomorrow, where you can see how it's working out, how I'm actually using it. Because it's one thing to see, it's one thing to see how somebody sets up their journal. I think it's a totally different animal to see how they actually use it. I'm always more interested in, this is how I set up my journal, and this is how I'm using it. So also this week was a new month, and so that meant it was a new month of the Harry Potter Knitting and Crochet House Cup. And so I had to figure out all the challenges for those. And I had to figure out the challenges for Nerdopolis, that's also on Ravelry. And I always try to double dip and make one project good for both games. And so I did, well, I'll tell you that when I get to it. First, I want to show you my finished objects. I think I showed you last week, but I just want to show you again that I finished this last little bit, sewed in all the ends on my 10-stitch Tunisian blanket. I'm very, very happy with this. Just wait till you see my new one. One of my dear, sweet, kind, generous, wonderful viewers sent me a care package. And thank you, Lisa, very much. So I took a clip. I'll see about showing you that at the end. Here's another finished object. Yes, it's my Lost in Time shawl. It's beautiful. I love the way it finished. I'm very happy. I love it. A friend of mine who crochets, but she's not a Ravelry person. I've tried, but anyway, she said, wouldn't that make a great blanket? Like a baby blanket with all the texture, the nubbins and the popcorns and the holes, that it would be fun for a baby to play with. She's very right. I may see if I can make this into a blanket later. Not now. No. Let me see. Is that all of my finished objects? This, that, and I forgot to bring the other, but that was just another blanket square that I had finished this month for the Harry Potter and Nerdopolis. And the Nerdopolis prompt was to make something inspired by indigenous art. So cave drawings is where my brain went, and the way the early people would have something in their mouth or whatever, and then, you know, like put their hand up against the wall and then blow it out. I like that, and so I read up, and a lot of the time they used ochre, which is a mineral-y rock, and it was pounded up and everything, and that's what they used to make their drawings with. And ochre is kind of a yellowish, reddish brown. So I made a square that color for that. And then I also used it in the Harry Potter group as a road map, because I did my same design that's got the lines on it, and I said it was a map, so I got to count it for that. Let's see. Stash Dash started. Well, you already knew that. But when I turned in my 10-stitch Tunisian, that was 1,196 meters. And I'm in the 3,000 meter group. And then when I finished my Lost in Time shawl, that was another 574 meters. And I've done 2 blanket squares. Excuse me, got a bug there. So that's another 96 meters for each blanket square. So I'm doing well. I'm not going to have any trouble meeting my 3,000 meters this time. And that's mainly because I've got some big items that I'm going to be finishing. So I did not bring down my blanket square, but just imagine, maybe I'll put it at the end, a picture of it. That'll be exciting, won't it? Sure it will. All right, works in progress. This, if you remember, this beautiful, beautiful shawl that has not been finished. This is the Snapdragon Tunisian crochet shawl. I'm on the last round, or last row, and it's just got to be finished. I ran out of yarn originally, and that's why I stopped. Now I've got more yarn, and I just haven't finished it. So my plan, I have moved on, in case you're making notes. Yeah, right. I have moved on to plans for the week. Finishing this is a plan. It may take me more than a week, but then I'll get to count all of the yardage into meters for Stash Dash, and it will be my detention project for Harry Potter and for Nerdopolis, because they both allow for you to count something that was begun in a previous month. I'm sorry, I'm sweating. I don't have any work on my sister's socks, but I wanted to bring them down because I told you that she tried it on and she said, hey, this is good. How about a heel right here? So I don't have to do the cutting thing to make the heel, but I do have to make the heel. And so I've only done 2 heel turns before on my first 2 socks. So I've got to get my notes out and watch my videos and all of that good stuff so that I can put the heel in and then finish up with the toe and, well, the foot and then the toe on her socks. That's my basket that I'm looking in, and it's empty. So I've got nothing else. One more thing that I made this month was my husband, he thinks that when soap, and we use bar soap in our shower, he thinks that when it gets down to where it's not a big bar anymore, that you can't use it. Like if it's a big piece, you still, no. So last month I made him a soap sack. And I crocheted a little bag, and then I crocheted it closed. Put all the soap slivers and pieces in, and then sewed it shut, or crocheted it shut. Well, he's used it up, so he asked for another soap sack. So I made him another one, and this one I made also out of cotton yarn, and I made a little shape and closed it down and made a bag. So it's closed on 3 sides, and then around the top I just threaded through another piece of cotton to make a drawstring so that is closed up, and I put a new bar of soap down there, and I'm hoping that he will be able to use that. Anyway, I had told you that I was starting my new 10 stitch. Isn't this fun? So last week I think maybe I had just started with this center square, got that finished, which that's a really fiddly one because you've got all those corners. And the straightaways are where you can just zoom. But when you get to the corners, because they are mitered corners, can you see how it comes up to right here? And then this is where I changed yarn to come back down this way. And so the end fairy hasn't come in to, not yet anyway. So I've got my mini skeins in there I'm all excited about. Let's see, plans for this week. My younger daughter's birthday is this Thursday. She would be 29. And so I take vacation for her birthdays. So I'm just going to take this Thursday and Friday off from work. And I hope to have some crafting time. I allow myself to do whatever I want to on her birthday and think about her a whole lot. So that's my Thursday and Friday, and then it'll be the weekend, yay. And my older daughter is going hiking on the Appalachian Trail for several days. She's going with a group because she says she felt more secure with a group. This is going to be her first time hiking on the trail, and they have just given her tons of advice, things to bring, things not to bring, you know. So she is so excited, and I'm so excited for her. I just hope they don't get eaten by a bear or anything like that. I'm sure they won't. She's a good runner too, so she could probably outrun the bear. So that's my week. So when I see you next time, my daughter will be hiking the Appalachian Trail. I'm so excited for her. And I will have hopefully put out a little podcast about how my bullet journal is doing. And eesh, I'm just sweating. And I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes while I'm sitting out here too. Whatever it is that mosquitoes like, I have it. By the way, do any of y'all watch the Yarn Hoarder podcast? I do, because I'm envious. Not envious. Jealous? I don't know. I wish I could buy all the stuff she buys. Which she's now on a skirt sewing, in a skirt sewing mood, so she's sewing tons of skirts for her and her sister and her daughter, so I'd love to have them. But she has, she told about a product that she has found that helps her, I think it's her husband and her daughter, that they're like me, they're allergic, really allergic to mosquito bites, because I whelp up. I mean, just since I've been out here, I've got 3 bites that are driving me crazy. Short trip. I know. But anyway, I'm gonna get some of that stuff and give it a try. When we go camping, I've used the little leather bracelets, and they have done pretty well when we're camping. So they work, but I'm going to try this lotion to see how it is, because it's supposed to be all natural, and you know, I do kind of worry about all the chemicals that are in regular bug killer, but anyway. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. I hope you're having a wonderful week wherever you are. Is it hot? Is it cold down in New Zealand? Have you got mosquitoes down there? I was reading the ad from the company that's got the anti-bug bite lotion, and they are in, I think she said Minnesota or Michigan. Darn, Minnesota, I believe. And she said that the mosquito was their state bird. I know what you mean. They are after they get a hold of me. They're huge. So anyway, that's all I have. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I hope to have lots of stuff to show you next week. I'll have progress. I'll be able to show you this new squares added to my square blanket. I'm thinking about making a granny square blanket too, just because I love it. I love to make granny squares. They're so easy, so fast. I maybe am in the generation of instant gratification, because I really do like a project that I can finish in an afternoon, or you know, I can make 2 or 3 squares in an afternoon. Or I may make a Babette. I love the Babette pattern by Kathy Merrick. If you crochet, it's just the same square made in different sizes and then put in different arrangements. Beautiful. I've made several of those, and I have loved every one very much. And I've said, like, how many times? That's all I have. That's all I have. Anyway, until I see you next week, I wish you nothing but love and laughter.
Okay.
Hello, just a quick snippet of an unboxing. This is from my viewer Lisa. Hello, thank you. I was so excited. Okay, I'm not as strong as I thought I was. I was so excited to get a package in the mail with my name on it. I don't think there's any bills in here, so I'm excited. It's very well sealed. It is full. It is a heavy, full box. Beautiful card. Oh, neat. Thank you, Lisa. Some assorted mini skeins, because I talked about us having a swap, but she said she didn't want any back. She just, ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my, look. Ah, thank you so much. And there's a surprise. And I'm not at all not happy with these, but I want to see what the surprise is. Oh boy, I'm really going to get to work on my 10-stitch Tunisian. Oh look, it's journaling stuff in a pretty bag. Big paper clips, pens, marker, pop-up notes, a notepad. This is so wonderful. You didn't have to do this, but I greatly appreciate it. Oh, color paper notebook. Thank you so much. Thank you.